Vanessa Sturman is a health coach and speaker. Good morning to you, Vanessa. Happy New Year.
Good morning. Happy New Year.
Okay, now Veganuary. I know as soon as I say Veganuary, we might go into the supermarkets, we'll see the signs, people will roll their eyes at it. Oh, it's another fad. It's not just a fad, is it?
It really isn't. Now, veganism came about because people wanted to not harm animals as much. So that's something that everyone can get on board with in terms of cutting down animal products. But we also know that building in lots of plant-based whole foods. So let's think about it in terms of what we add in rather than what we take away. But we know this can be really, really helpful for improving our performance, improving our heart health, reducing the risk of other diseases. And it's fibre, which comes from plants, that feed our good gut bacteria. And I think everyone wants better gut health.
How does it improve our heart health then?
So it can help in terms of lowering things like cholesterol in our body, which we know we don't want to have high, bad cholesterol in the body because that can possibly lead to things like heart attacks later on in life or other heart issues. So eating more plants can really, really help with things like our blood flow and helping to reduce the risk of those diseases later in life.
But where am I getting my protein from? So if I'm not having a nice piece of chicken, where will I get it from if I'm going vegan?
Sure, a very, very common question. So first of all plants have protein, which is really, really fantastic. So eating plants is going to help everyone get more protein. But there are some plants that have more protein than others. So we want to be building in things like beans and lentils. Now they've got protein, they've not got as much protein as some of the other foods I'm going to talk about, but getting things like beans in, high fiber and a good amount of protein, really good for filling you up. Then when we look at things like tofu, tempeh, so these are in the supermarkets, they're products made from soy. Edamame beans, which we often get in restaurants, but we forget to eat them at home. Protein powder, so you can get plant protein powder, add that to overnight oats and smoothies. I know a lot of people use protein powder anyway. And then even the fake meats as well. You can get those in the supermarkets, you can make some at home. And even though a lot of them are ultra processed, we know they don't have the same qualities as other ultra processed foods like the cakes and the biscuits. And we actually know that they can be helpful for our health when we swap them from meat.
All right. Now, look, I'm going to give you a hard time here, Vanessa, and I'm doing it just to play devil's advocate because I love vegan food. I do. And my best friends are vegan, so I do love vegan food. But tofu, really, though, no.
A very common one. And you know what? If you eat plain tofu, it is a bit like eating what you think SpongeBob SquarePants would taste like. It's a bit like eating a bag of plain flour and saying, I don't like plain flour, but when we turn it into chocolate cake, turn plain flour into chocolate cake, it's tasty. And it's exactly the same with tofu. When we add flavor to that tofu, it is absolutely incredible. I mean, last night I had sticky Japanese crispy tofu with sesame seeds sprinkled on top, and it was like something you'd almost get in a restaurant. You can marinate tofu in soy sauce and a bit of smoked paprika and put it in the air fryer. You can even turn silken tofu, which comes on the shelf, it's not in the fridge in the supermarket. You can turn that into chocolate mousse when you blend it with chocolate. So it is so versatile and delicious, but you must look up a proper recipe. Please don't eat it as it is from the shelf.
And also, I love that you said, as a vegan, eating SpongeBob, that goes against being a vegan slightly.
Do you know what? It does.
Does go against it slightly. Okay, all right, let's talk about the merits here because, as I say, I do love vegan food. Controversial, people are going to roll their eyes at me. Vegan brownies are nice, are delicious. I think they're nicer than the real thing. Can I say the real thing apprehensively?
Oh, so yes.
I mean, love vegan brownies. Delicious.
Me too. I absolutely adore cake. And do you know what makes cake really tasty? Is actually, frankly, the fat and sugar in it. So when we make vegan versions of cake, we, on the unhealthier version, and we want to have sometimes the unhealthy versions of cake, it's got vegan butter in, it's still got sugar in, it's got chocolate in, and chocolate comes from a plant. So it's actually very hard to tell the difference between a vegan brownie and one that has animal products in. The same with all other cake. So if you're eating a piece of cake and someone says, oh, this is a vegan piece of cake and it doesn't taste great, it might just be a bad piece of cake. And no one wants to have bad cake. But cake and sweet treats are actually one of the easiest things to make vegan without anyone noticing.
Oh, look, I'm going to confess now. If you've had a bad piece of cake, it's because I've made it. That's why I buy them. Vegan brownies are delicious. Okay, so now is this something, some people do this for January, they forget about it in February. That's kind of not what we're trying to encourage here. It's better to do a few days rather than just blitz it for a month, isn't it?
It's really got to be what works for you. And absolutely, you can do it for a month, and then if you completely stop, you're probably not going to see more of the benefits, and also the benefits to our planet. A lot of people are doing this because animal agriculture puts such a pressure on our planet, on climate change, water pollution. So it's really important that we're all cutting down. So if it works better for you to have fun and explore a few vegan days a week, a few vegan meals a week, you might change your chicken curry for a chickpea curry or something like that. And making these little changes and doing these for as long as possible is going to benefit your health, the planet, and the animals. We're not looking for perfection, so please don't feel that or feel that anyone's keeping points on you or judging you. This is about you doing your best, you enjoying things, and doing things for as long as possible, so we're all having more sustainable ways of eating.
Absolutely. And I will just say, because you mentioned chickpea curry there, again, chickpea curry is delicious. Now, I would have been the person who rolled their eyes at someone saying that, and now I'm saying it out loud. Try it. It's really good.
Totally agree. Take your favorites, take your spaghetti bolognese and put lentils in it, maybe lentils and soya chunks instead of the mincemeat, and change up your curries. All you're doing is changing one ingredient, and we've all got a favorite curry recipe or bolognese recipe in our home.